Breakfast. And welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. So this video today is for the people who can't get fresh shrimp. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Wild caught Gulf shrimp, and it's frozen in a plastic bag. You're gonna find this at the grocery store in the frozen section for seafood. These are like bait size shrimp. They're really small. We're gonna get them out and look at them. Normally we would call this gumbo shrimp. A lot of people would, because that's what you throw in your gumbo, these little tiny shrimp, or shrimp fried rice. Let's take a look. Look at that. That word I don't really like, peeled. Look how tiny they are. A lot of times I'm able to buy fresh shrimp that's not even frozen. It's got the shell, the tails, and the head, but that's not the case today because Salvo's, where I normally buy my fresh shrimp, it's closed on Sunday, so we've got this. But these are bait size, so this is really good size. This is a pound bag right here, and when you're talking a pound of bait size shrimp, that's a lot. That's more than I can go through today. So as you see, I am separating it. I'm going to take this, I think this is a fair amount, take down to the river and see how we do. Normally I would prefer the shell on because it helps keep the bait on the hook, but I've seen guys, especially in the UK, buy shrimp like this and fish with it, but they're not fishing current. But I know just the place to try this out. Let's go give it a go. All right, down at the river, here's our shrimp. But first, the stuff kids drink these days. Little piece without the shell, I would be skeptical, but it's what we're doing today. Let's see if we can make it work. I bet I can. I've seen people do it. So this is a 2-aught Kale. I'm gonna try and thread that shrimp up on there, just like that. Now, this is 20-pound test mono, 20-pound test high-vis mainline. We're using 2 ounces of lead. So here's the spot. You've seen me fish here before. If you haven't, there are videos previous to this one where I'm fishing here. I was new to this previously. Recently, I just started fishing this spot. I didn't know anything about it, but now I do. I know that where I'm gonna put this bait is really shallow, right over there. Now, it goes shallow from there to about where you see the rope, and then it starts to get deeper. And then once you get towards the end of the structure, there is a hole, a drop off, and that's where we're going to put the next bait. We're not only going to fish with shrimp today. I brought some cut bait. It's old, but here we go. 5-aught octopus style circle hook. Now this is a small piece because yesterday a cold front came through, so this is post cold front conditions, and so I'm going to treat this kind of like winter fishing. I'm going to throw out a small piece of cut bait, and we're going to put it just where I told you, right there towards the end. A lot deeper there. That's probably 10 to 15 feet deep, and we're, whoa, there we go. Thought I'd thrown right into a snag. There we go, perfect. Where we're fishing over here is maybe 5 feet deep. So yeah, post cold front conditions. It's not too cold right now. It's in the lower 70s. It's gonna get to maybe 66 tonight. It might get below 70 during this session. We're gonna give this a good while. We're gonna check it out, see what happens. If nothing works out here, we're gonna move down a little bit where it gets a little deeper, but I kind of would like that boat to move before I do that. If the fish get pretty active, I expect to go through this kind of fast because normally without the shell, it can easily come off. The shell gives it a lot of stability. Had a little bite and lost that shrimp really fast. Might be getting a bite on the cut bait. I do have smaller hooks for this, but until I break down and put on a smaller hook, I'm going to fill this hook up with shrimp as best I can. Maybe that'll be the ticket. Check that out. Making a shift just a little bit down here. I've been noticing a fish, or more than one, actively hunting right in here between the beach and the boat. It's sizable, not sure what it is, but it keeps doing it right in here. So that tells me there's shad hanging out right here in front of us. So there's got to be other things feeding off them rather than just that big thing I've been seeing. Look at that, we're getting a bite. Ooh, we're hooked up. There's a little truck just pulled in behind us too. This is on the cut bait. It's a good idea, keeping my eyes peeled for activity. That's why I like to fish the way I'm fishing right here, because I know that, oh, he's up against some structure. I know that around this time in the evening, the bait will come up around this structure and fish will just see a little dog around my tote. We got an issue here. This fish has brought me up into something. So we're gonna give this fish a few minutes to see if he'll back his way up out of whatever he went up into. Let's say hello to the dog. Come here. What's up? I just had my first fish on, but it found the truck down there, went in there and slammed the door. I don't know, it's stuck in something. Oh. Yeah. I think he might be coming out. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Look at that. Is he coming out or what? He picked the line up. So yeah, I think there's still a fish here. Let's see. Oh, he's still in the Miata. I got him out of whatever it was. There we go. What do you know? Yeah, you're right, Mr. Gaff Top. It's not what I've been actively seeing feeding off the surface, which is still going on along here. We could go further down, but it does get a lot snaggier down that way. No matter where you go around here, it's snaggy. Oh, okay. Nice. Nice. Got him out of it. There is something right in front of us that if you don't do the right thing, that fish will get in there and shut the door. Lost the shrimp line. We had a fish on for a second, then a snag that never could alleviate itself. So I'm gonna go with 1 ounce no roll this time. Bender, bender, bender. Ooh. Gotta come down the beach, because if I don't, he'll get right into that Miata and shut the door and roll the window up. We got him. All that for a gaff top, but that's a pretty decent one right there. As far as gaff top go, that's a fairly respectable one. I have caught them a bit bigger than that, quite bigger, but that's a decent one. They're actually a really good eating fish, believe it or not, if you can get past the slime. Even though this is right after a cold front, which brought us down to 53, I think tonight and tomorrow night are going to be good for fishing, because if you look over there above the boat, you should be able to see the moon. We're still a few days out from it being full, but we're in that period where the fishing will be good. When we get closer to that full moon, it might slow down quite a bit, and then it'll take maybe 2 or 3 days after the full moon for it to really pick up good, and then it'll just go back to normal. So we're having a pretty good afternoon. We're getting some activity. We're getting bites on the shrimp, but it's not working out great for me. If you're curious about what I spent on that bag, it was $6.41 after tax. So I think we're going to be making some gumbo or something with this shrimp later on. That's why I didn't want to bring the whole bag out and get it all sandy out here. Little channel cat. I didn't even know that was on there. First fish for the shrimp, though. You hear that? It's a pretty thick night with 4x4 kids. It's only a Sunday night, too. They should be in bed waiting for school tomorrow, but no. Okay, so not a very good choice of bait, but I think it will work in certain situations. I kept getting stripped. It was getting bites, but I like shrimp with the peel on, with the shell on, because it stays on better. I have more luck with it. Yeah, you're right. But it was a pretty fun evening. Actually, it was a really short session. So thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you next time.